Alright guys, and welcome back to another Spore creation challenge, where you guys in the comments will issue me some challenges, some restrictions, all those kind of fun stuff, and I'll try my best to do what I can within the new constraints. The last challenge was you guys told me to make the smallest possible creation I can make, which was also functional. Speaking of which, yeah, let me just quickly go ahead and just do that, do a bit of that, do a bit of that, shrink that up, get this little beak mouth thing. Shrink it and invert it in, and yeah, there you go. Right, okay guys, that's it. Right, video done. Thank you for watching. Imagine if I did that for the last video. I mean, a lot of people say that they've seen smaller creations, and of course I've seen smaller creations, but the idea was, you know, to have some restrictions. Otherwise I could just make that. I mean, I think that's probably the smallest creation I've ever seen. And yeah, so we're not doing that. Let's just go ahead and do all that. So, when we made the smallest possible creation, naturally the next request that many of you requested or suggested was to make the biggest possible creation. As to stats and such, there was like some mixed feelings. Some people said to have it like really weak and feeble. Some said to have it like just as OP as the previous one, as the small one. So I'm not sure just yet how we're going to approach that, but I think it's safe to say that this is probably going to be quite crazy, since I'm obviously doing this in mods. I think we all know like the limitations of the vanilla editor by now, so I'm going to be doing this with modding, of course, and I think I've been really looking forward to this because I've not had, I actually don't know the general scope of how big it can get in a modded editor, since, as you guys can see, if I grab some, yeah, let's grab some legs. I can make it, okay, so I actually can make it quite big. I thought it was a lot further than that. But the height, I have no idea. So, let's start off then with the spine. So the spine isn't going to be a major part of the creation. In fact, one person did suggest to me before, as another challenge idea, was to have a creation where the spine isn't actually the spine. It's something a bit less important, such as the neck, or the tail, or, you know, like, something like that. So I'm going to be doing just that. I'm going to be using the spine as the neck. Let's try and get this part actually here. And I'm trying to reach it, it's so bloody tiny. Right then. So, first of all, just get the chest. And another perk actually to having mods is that I can actually make the limbs a lot larger than would, you know, normally be allowed. Same with certain detail parts, like this for example. Yeah, there you go. That's the biggest creation. It's so big you cannot even see it. Oh crap, can I even select it? Okay, there it is. Oh god. Oh, okay. Alright. There you go. There's the biggest Spore creation. Can I do this with a test drive? Oh god. Yeah, what the hell is that? Is that like a tunnel? Yeah, as you can imagine, I don't normally screw around with the editor like this, so I'm actually not used to what's going on right now. Okay, well, can I free cam? I don't think I can. Let's just try it anyway. No, I can't. Okay, well, that's enough of that then. Let's just take that off. Yeah, like I said, I don't normally screw around with the editors this much. Like, I normally just like quite happily make a creation and call it a day. So when it comes like all this really funky like restrictions and challenges, all this kind of stuff that you guys are giving me, it's coming out with some very interesting results. Ones that I'm just simply never bothered to check out, such as, you know, the biggest possible creation. The neck seems really flimsy. In fact, I'm probably not going to make this like anything amazing. I'm just going to make it big. So, I have no idea what I'm actually going to be making this creation. I'm thinking of some kind of thing. I don't know. Screw it. Let's just make some weird shit, okay? And yes, I swore. I don't care. It just makes me really weird. And just see what we get with, alright? So, its body is now split into two because that's just how it feels. That's just how it bloody well feels. I'm going to make it really tall. Oh god. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm going to make it... Is there a limit to the height? There... Oh god, okay, there is no limit to the height. Oh dear. Right. So it doesn't matter how big I try to make the neck then, it's just gonna look like a freaking mini, you know, like the little toe of the creature on its face. It makes really no sense at all. Oh, it snaps back down. That's interesting. Okay, can I just like, I can't reach or mouse over the little joints at the bottom. I can't mouse over it in general. I suppose it's bugged out, right. Okay, this is doing some very weird things. Let's just crack on then. Let's just give it whatever legs. My game's, okay, weird things are happening. My game is actually kind of lagging a bit. You can see that the legs just like dislocated from the rest of the body. Oh, what the hell? I have 2 spines. What the hell's going on? Oh god. Oh, that does not look good. Okay. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Okay, well, let's just play around with it then. Let's just see what we get. Because we're clearly not getting much. Yeah, okay, it's just, what happens now? Okay, you look somewhat normal. I'm gonna make the spine as big as long as I can, just for the sake of it. Is that as long as it can go? Can I like mouse over the bottom? No, I can't. Oh my god. Alright, alright. Let's just make the spine then really big so it looks a little bit less phallic. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, okay, well the spine's as long as it can be. It's a head now. It has some weird nose. That does not look like a nose. We're just gonna stick with it. Yeah, this is doing some like really unexpected things. I was expecting this to be like pretty fine, pretty stable, but it's actually lagging out quite a bit. So, let's give him some feet then, shall we? Let's give him some, I want some tall feet. I'm thinking maybe, yeah, let's just go with those actually. Oh god. Some very weird things happen. Right, can I make that like insanely large? I can, that's good, but now I've got to spend the next 5 minutes scrolling down this bit, which isn't even doing anything. Okay. Oh god. Can I like mouse over it? No. Okay. Okay. What the hell? It's just doing some really weird. It's like I'm starting to get the feeling that so you know how the creature's normally like grounded like to like some smaller inner barrier within the editor, you know, as it should be, you know, limitations, all that kind of stuff. I'm starting to feel like that when you bypass it throughout this barrier, it just like hits another plane of existence in some weird way, and it just kind of, I don't know, like the software of the game is just going really bad. Like, look at the spine at the top there. Like, it's technically here, graphically it's here, but functionally it's up there, and it just, if I mouse over it, you know, you can see that, but I can't interact with it at all. Like, oh, actually I can. And then, oh, but I can't select it. Right, okay then, so graphically it's all the way up there. Now that's the actual spine, but I can't select it up there. I can select the arrows, but if I want to select the spine itself, I have to select this visual version down here. And now it's snapped into place. Okay then. So if I bring it back up here again, that's where it, okay, interesting. So that's where it kind of like mucks up. What if I go like about there? No, that's where it mucks up again as well. A little bit lower? I'm starting to feel like that as soon as the legs like correctly attach to the feet, that's where we have a functional creature. There you go, like that. That's what I'm starting to feel like now. Okay, so now if I make it higher and it detaches, that's probably where we've like reached the, you know, the limits of the game where it just kind of spazzes out. That's so weird. It's still so laggy, but okay then. So we're not going for functional in terms of stats like we did on the small one. We're just going to go functional in terms of the creature will freaking work. For now anyway, I might just go ahead and say sod it later on and just, I don't know. The fact that it's just 2 great big giant legs though is kind of a little bit unnerving for me. But, right, okay, so we have some legs that actually work. Let's give these legs some details, shall we? Let's just give it, I don't know, let's give some feet. Let's go with the good old dragon feet trick that I got from both Midnight and ADDONS. Alright, let's just do, I don't know, see that then. So this is like one of the nice perks of Dark Injections. One of the ones that are probably a little bit less obvious to spot, but I do actually use this quite often in my videos. And that is a lot of the vanilla parts, so only the vanilla ones, I cannot do it with these coloured variations here. With the vanilla ones, Rob has introduced the ability to make them as large as possible. So, you know, in some cases that might be like, where would I use that? You know, like you'd have to like try and pick and choose opportunities to find that. But in the case of, say, wings, you can actually make your creatures have proportionately large wings now, since in Spore, as cool as all the primary wings are, like all these bits here, you can never make them large enough, you know? Like, I know obviously nothing's real in the game, it's all just like fantasy creations, but for me personally, I've always been really big on proportions and anatomy. Like, to me, I've always felt like that basic proportion of the creature made a huge difference. So when the wings could only scroll up so far, could only scale up so far, I mean, it always seemed really off, which is why I personally always make custom wings. Which I know I've had a lot of people, you know, question me about, like, oh, the stats aren't there though, it won't fly. Well, yeah, it won't fly, it's because I'm going for proportions. Not for, you know, anything functional. Okay. So that's a little bit of a nice little ramble there. So, okay. It now has some feet. It has some very, very weird feet, but it has feet nonetheless. So, right. It's really strange. I'm going to go ahead and bring those forward a bit then. It's clearly a very exaggerated creation. I may as well exaggerate like the knees forward or some crap like that. I don't even know anymore. Let's just go ahead and give it some feet, some oh god, some hands. And there we go. We once again reached the realm of it bugging out. Right. Is that because I've stretched the membrane of the legs a bit too long? Or too much? That could be it, actually. Oh, but I can't. Oh, crap, I broke it. There you go. Wait, is it functional? It's functional. Okay. What else? How? Okay, I need to use the answer set then, don't I? Let's just use these ones. Okay, it's functional. Good. Good, it's working. The creation isn't going to break on me again. Wow. Yeah, the membrane on the skin is just like really messing up right now. It's like artifacting quite a bit. Which is something I don't normally see unless I've added like a huge amount of limbs. So for it to happen this time, where I have actually so few limbs, they're just really large and stretched out, it's actually quite interesting. Learning a little bit more about how the game handles certain things. So with that said, because I clearly can't make something with like a multitude of limbs, it's just going to break out on me, I'm just going to instead give it nice little small wimpy hands. I'm going to give it these hands as well, just go with the wimpiness. But I will actually make those hands quite big. If it will let me, of course. So I like that. Okay, it's still animating, which is good. It's still animating in one piece and not just like randomly glitching out. Okay. I have to say, I really was not expecting this kind of behaviour from the game. What I was expecting us to do today was just to have something absurdly large, like brokenly large. Like the animations would go a little bit funky, but only because the game's not used to calculating such a thing. I wasn't expecting certain functionalities to just stop, as it has been, or bugging out, or like where the entire body just kind of floats. I wasn't expecting these. So it is actually really interesting. So now I'm like already having to not only think differently in the first place, but I can't go with my original idea. I don't know what my original idea was, but whatever it was, I can't do it anymore. Right, I'm going to try and give it a tail because the rear end is feeling very, very boring. I was going to use a limb tail. I don't think it's going to work. So I'm going to try and use this Reaper Mantis instead, if I can place it in the right place, of course. Right, let's just make that really huge. Like we were going on about earlier, it's one of the nice new perks of Dark Injections is you can make certain vanilla parts scale up indefinitely. Okay, I was originally going to do it like this. Let me just demonstrate. I was originally going to make the tail kind of like that, as I normally would, but I'm actually preferring it like that. It's not really much of a tail anymore. Well, it kind of is actually. I don't even know what it is anymore. But it looks quite interesting. Okay, let's just do that. So it's a little bit more something. It makes the body make a little bit more sense actually. I do like that. Can I like do that? Oh god. Screw it. I said earlier we're just going to do something really silly. I'm going to keep on with that. I'm just going to make something really silly. I am going to save it. I'm just going to call it tiny. Yeah, you heard me. I'm just going to call it tiny for now then, so that if it crashes, I have a feeling this is going to crash quite a bit, then we don't lose all of our progress. It's actually taking a little bit longer to save than I expected. There you go. How's it looking a test drive so far? Oh, hello. Oh, that's a pretty face, mate. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Oh god, okay. That is pretty damn big. Oh god, the camera's so weird. What the hell is this? Oh my god. This is actually really weird. Like I've never done anything like this before, so like having a camera this high up is a little bit disorientating. Like, I'm not used to it. I feel like freaking Godzilla, though. This is epic. I actually feel like Godzilla right now. We are definitely trying this in... It probably wouldn't work in GA, but I'd love to try and port this into the creature stage and see what happens then. Now. It needs a face. It needs a lot of stuff, actually. I'm not sure what to add to it, though. I would like to add one of these. Okay. So yeah, right now, really nice big perk of having the unlimited size thing. So Rob, thank you mate, this is really helping me at the moment. Okay, let's just, whatever, we'll just, there you go. Nah, not really. I'll make it big, you know, I'll make it really big. I'm not going to make it stupidly big, you know, just moderately dumb kind of big, you know? It's just, I don't even know what I'm saying myself anymore. Right, let's do that. Let's get to the point now where these little challenges are starting to feel like more like experimenting and like sciencing out things rather than challenges themselves. At least in the last two. Well, actually, I take that back. The last one, the smallest functional creature, I did definitely feel like a challenge. This right now feels more like I'm testing things. I'm like beta testing the game on some crap like that, and I'm trying to figure out how to break it. There you go, that's all nice and pretty, isn't it? Let's give you some wings, because a creature this big deserves to be equally as frightening in its ability to fly. I think we can all agree on this. Oh god, I can't even find the... Oh, wait, there it is. I couldn't find the inner rotation thingy to, like, rotate it like that. Okay, that's just about... Damn it, where was it? It was there. Okay, actually, yeah, about there looks good. How's it look when it flies? Oh god. Very messy, that's how it looks. Ah! Well, it still animates, it still works, so we're still getting there. The face, I'm starting to feel like should be quite small. I don't know why. I'm really not sure why, but this is reminding me of the... what was it called? There's a creature from Futurama from the new season. It was called like, the vampire... Wait, the bone... That's right, this just reminded me of the bone vampire from Futurama at the moment. I have no idea why. I think it's because of the proportions. Like the great big giant legs, a large tail, and these small little frontal arms. I've got no idea. I don't know why, but it kind of does. So I keep on trying to think of a face similar to that. It's got like the little tentacle things and the really angry eyes. I just can't think of any head that would work with this because it's so bizarre, this creation. I feel like it needs a small head. Like a small little beak kind of thing. In fact, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for like some kind of beak. So for that case, we'll go with this. Oh god, that is small. Alright then. Little tiny face. So something like that. No. Maybe, yeah, we'll just go with like the insect heads. We'll just go on these little insect ones instead. I mean, you can't go wrong with one of these. Ish. Okay, we may as well Cthulhu it up a bit. If it will let me, actually, I might not actually be able to scale the parts big enough. Right, let's grab this one then. Or maybe I can, actually. Somewhat. Okay, make it really long. That's what he said. She said. Do that. See, now it looks like I'm just giving it hair. Yeah, I don't think I can go with the Cthulhu thing for this. I mean, you know, like with more time, probably could. But the game is just... It might not look so bad on the camera, like how much is lagging at the moment. Like, as far as you guys can see, it's just like a little bit of tearing every now and then. But when I'm so used to it being like, you know, nice and crisp and smooth, when it does get laggy, it actually really affects how individual things feel. It's just one of them things, like when you're used to something for so long and it suddenly changes, so it's quite jarring. And that's how I'm feeling right now. Okay, let's go ahead and give it some details then. So that is as big as I can make those parts, so I can't make them any larger. Right. I think it's safe to say that we're just going to say sod it to the whole stats thing. Maybe I could do that again for the future. But for how this has gone so far, I'm not sure we can realistically spend much time focusing on the stats. And I mean, besides, I've accidentally given it Strike 4 and Charm 4 anyway. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, sure, I could just like chuck on a million details onto it. I definitely could do that. But it feels like it's just going to be a bit pointless and modest. I really want to see how this will look in the creature stage. That's what I want to see right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me just give it some silly colour scheme. Let's just go with another rainbow. Why the hell not? Don't mind all the knuckles in my Sporepedia. Like, ignore those. Let's go with something so big and opposing. I'm thinking something pink. Oh god. Oh my eyes. Ow. Okay. How long is this going to take to texture actually? I wonder. Okay, that actually took quite a damn while, but a lovely piece has finished texturing, and it's it is definitely interesting. I'll say that right now. Okay, yeah. Like, the textures don't even know what they're doing. Like, they're so blurry. I suppose it makes sense though, because it is like mapped around the skin. But that does look really weird. But cool. Alright, so this is the creature in test drive. As you can tell, we clearly can't see anything. Oh my god. Right. Well, first of all, I don't really want to name it Tiny anymore. I kind of want to just name it Bob. I don't know why, it just seems required. So, I'm going to go ahead and save Bob. Yeah, replace. I'm going to go ahead and save Bob, and I really want to see what this will look like in a creature stage. Okay, and we're back. So, Bob was actually taking an extraordinarily long time to save and load and everything, so I have just quickly gone ahead and removed all the patterning. I kept the colours, but I've removed the patterning, and fortunately that made a big difference. So, to the whole creature stage thing. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and do Control-Shift-C, if anyone's curious about how you do this. Control-Shift-C to bring up the cheat dialogue. I'm going to enter in Evo Advantage, just like that. And now, what planet? It doesn't really matter what planet, I should go ahead and do this one. So, creature, Bob was a carnivore, I believe. And just like that, it now has not only Bob, but also like every other already, you know, like finished creation available. So, yeah, Bob. Not going to go for any theme, normal, why not? Now, this is going to be a little bit biased, since when you begin the creature stage, your creature is artificially made smaller anyway. So, it is possible that Bob isn't going to be quite as big as his potential. But, it should still be pretty damn big. Right, so there is our dear lovely Bob, looking majestic and actually decent size. Let's go ahead and skip the cutscene. Oh, he's blind. Crap. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I'm not going to go back and change that, but he does actually not look that big. So, yeah, like I was saying, it is going to be made artificially smaller in the game just because, you know, technically this has just come out of the cell stage and it's somehow a multi-cellular creature. I don't really know how it works. In Spore, that is. But, oh, that's kind of disappointing, actually. He's really tiny, us. Yeah, if anyone knows how you can force a creature to be an epic in the creature stage, or maybe the tribal stage, let me know, because I'd really like to check that out. In the space stage, the sizes aren't really the same, and in GA, again, it's not really the same either. So that's how big Bob is compared to another creature. That's definitely not right. His walking animation is horrifying. Look at that walking animation. The hell? It's like he's doing like a majestic slow motion Baywatch run. It looks really awkward. Aw, man. Okay then. In that case, let's try and let's just load up some random planets in GA in navigation. Create adventure, some random map, I don't really care which one. Let's just go ahead and just bring Bob in. In fact, I'm going to get 2 versions of Bob. Hopefully it doesn't crash. If it does, I'm just going to call the video from here. Right, let's go ahead then and get Bob as our captain and Bob as a creature. If I mouse over it, did he crash? No. Okay, so that is... Okay, that looked more like the Bob that we were expecting. In fact... Okay, that's how big my captain is. But, just to make it, like, really clear... Gonna go ahead and grab my Jowie. Let's grab Captain Solstice. Let's wait for Solstice to render. In fact, you can see the orb there. So that's how big a regular captain would be. And this is how big a default sized creature is. Let's go ahead and test drive it out. He already just straight up looks like an epic. Oh god, imagine seeing like an actual epic one of these in a creature stage. I'd love to see that, I really would. Or maybe even Nia plays an epic mod. I've never actually tried that, I've always heard that they crash. Oh god, okay. Now this is a maximum sized epic in GA. That is pretty damn big. Wow. That is some proper Godzilla-esque stuff going on right there. Maybe I should make a Godzilla like this. Oh, that'd take so long though. It would lag so much. I don't think I could. But that would be insane. So this might actually be, maybe, I don't know, but this might be how big an epic Bob, that sounds really weird to say, an epic Bob would be in the creature stage. God, I gotta find out how you can do that. That'd be amazing. I'd just highlight that video and just like make it its own little thing. Oh, look at him. He looks epic. Literally. Right, well, that's going to be this challenge done then. I know I didn't do any of the stat things that we were talking about like near the beginning, but let's face it, I think it's more about the size of the creature than it was any of its, you know, any of its functions or whatever. But that's really interesting to see how the game would respond to that. A lot buggier than I expected. So guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Keep those challenges coming. I've got them all written down. I'll plan on doing as many as I can, you know, over the course of the next few episodes and such. But let me know. Let me know what you think of Bob. Let me know if you can do anything bigger. If you can make a bigger creation that doesn't bug out and the mapping of the skeleton freaks out, and send me a picture. I'd love to see that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a lovely day. See you later.